Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Okay, I've already flipped cards, okay, so I'm going to jump straight into it. We've got the Nine of Cups in reverse, the Lovers, Four of Cups, and the Magician card in reverse. We've got the Judgment card, the Queen of Cups in reverse, the Queen of Swords in reverse, and the Five of Swords in reverse. So, if these two are masculines with the Queen of Cups in reverse, they are vibrating at a very low frequency, for one, okay? Lying, narcissistic, toxic, malicious, okay? Toxic and malicious. Enemies with the Five of Swords in reverse who are doing a lot of black magic. With the black magic in reverse, they're having some sort of nightmares surrounding the Lovers. This could be linking to ex or exes, okay, or karmic friends, alright? They're having some sort of nightmares about a union, like divine masculine, divine feminine, or if you are single, they're having like some sort of nightmares of the divine masculine and the divine feminine coming into balance and having that yin yang. So you could be very well balanced between masculine and feminine energy, and somebody's been doing a lot of black magic and causing a lot of conflicts. Okay, we've got Temperance in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse, and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I'm getting that somebody could be claiming to be a High Priestess. Okay, somebody could be claiming to be a High Priestess, like a fake High Priestess. Alright, we've got the Four of Wands in reverse and the World card in reverse. Somebody's had their full world flipped upside down by mentally unstable, like karmic energy to do with taking some generational wealth, okay? With this Ten of Pentacles, somebody's took somebody else's generational wealth. They're under judgment for it. There's been so much conflict magic. Like weird witchery is what I'm getting. And the Temperance in reverse, they deliberately tried to give somebody who's actually stable and well balanced with the Lovers card. They want them to be lacking. Four of Cups, in a state of lack. With the Temperance card coming out in reverse, somebody has tried to label either a masculine or feminine as mentally imbalanced with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, so they can't have their own money. We've got the Four of Wands in reverse. It's a very mean, ruthless hometown, alright? With a World card in reverse where they want to flip someone's world like upside down, take their full world and have them on a repetitive, persistent, karmic cycle where it just keeps going round and round and free and the enemy round and round and round. And when I mean round and round and round, the more these bad things have seemed to be happening, the more people are doing this black magic, manipulating things, okay, wanting somebody to be in a state of lack, but they're very imbalanced, you see, with the chakras here. They're very imbalanced, okay, between the masculine, feminine energy. And this person loves themselves. So they've been, with this Nine of Cups in reverse, like some sort of like nightmares, persistent nightmares, dream magic. Due to this Queen of Cups in reverse, Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio, masculine or feminine, okay. Due to this Queen of Swords in reverse, a Libra, got Libra energy, Gemini and Aquarius, alright. It's quite a few. It's quite a few. Cancer could be significant. Sagittarius energy also, and then Pisces energy. It's a lot of mentally unstable. A lot of mentally unstable people trying to say that somebody's mentally unstable, which is mad. 0505. A lot of mentally unstable people, because they're coming out in reverse, claiming to be somebody else's mentally unstable. There's been a repetitive cycle of these mentally unstable people being an enemy of this masculine or feminine. Constantly. Someone's claiming to be a high priestess, because we've got high priestess in reverse, because they took hold of some generational wealth, yeah? Four of Wands in reverse, it's a very ruthless, very mean, very toxic home time. We've got copycat, insecure, and emotional intelligence. So this person, who they've done it to, has very high level of emotional intelligence. Alright? Very high level. 555. And they've been straight up copying, pasting this masculine, this feminine's work. Straight up copying, pasting, and took the generational wealth what comes with their work. And they've been creating so much conflicts. Four of Wands in reverse, this ruthless town. And again, a repetitive, persistent, karmic cycle, because they've got away with it for so long. So obviously some sort of corrupt law involved. We've got insecure. They was very insecure in their own world, okay? In their own life, alright? And they knew that they was mentally unstable with the Temperance card in reverse. But mentally unstable, emotionally unstable, and then doing black magic on top of that to try and take hold of somebody else's wealth. And there's been a lot of stalking and like spying on the one who they straight up copy and pasted, yeah, and took this generational wealth from somehow, because it's a lot of money. So there's been a lot of stalking and spying from these mentally unstable people who are enemies of this masculine or feminine. If they straight up copy and pasted their full life, okay, all their wear, their identity, took hold of the generational wealth, done a shit ton of black magic, probably mental magic, because the Magician card in reverse is straight above the Five of Swords in reverse, but I'm getting that maybe they've calmed down for a bit. Maybe they've realised they're mentally unstable and are severely insecure. Somebody who claims to be a high priestess within this, but they're nothing but a dark narc is what I'm getting. A dark narc, like a dark narcissist, okay, who's a compulsive liar, very narcissistic energy, okay. I'm getting psychopath, I'm getting like paranoid, schizophrenic type vibes, okay. There's obviously something not right, and they're not all there in the head to constantly be stalking, is they? I'm not being mean. I'm not being mean, and this is kind of stressing me out within 8 minutes, right? I'm not being mean about it. I'm just saying it how it is and how it's coming out in the reading, because they're in reversed and they're not in the upright, okay? Again, somebody claiming to be a bloody high priestess, so they could have took something from a high priestess, could have straight up copy and pasted their identity, and if it's not a high priestess, but someone in this connection's claiming to be a high priestess. I can't not say that somebody in this connection with a high priestess in reverse. Something's in reserve as well. They're trying to reserve something, hold something back. They're trying to hold this Ten of Pentacles back. So we've got the Tower, alright. Then we've got the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. And then underneath we've got the King of Cups in reverse, the Ten of Swords, and then the Six of Wands. So this Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, masculine, okay, who loves to bring chaos, knows somebody who works with the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords within the justice system, within a prison, alright? And he's been working to cause a tower moment. He's been working to attack and Ten of Wands, stress out. The person who they've been working against, who they've been hating on, who they've been stalking, who they've been copying pasting, like identity, and then trying to take their wealth. Could have been a power of attorney or something, okay? Somebody in this connection is married, alright, and they've been putting on a bloody good show, is what I'm getting. Alright, they've been putting on a bloody good show. They've been doing sex magic. And then we've got a fake friend. So there could be, there's definitely someone who's married in this connection. Alright. Definitely somebody who's married in this connection. And we've got a fake friend, fake friends involved who someone got married, but then someone's planning on getting married, so somebody could be engaged from taking some of this generational wealth, okay, and being a manipulative idiot. I'm getting crackhead vibes also, alright, because like I'm getting that a lot of this generational wealth was stolen so they could spend it on crack. And amongst other drugs, alright. They've been causing total drama, alright? A lot of drama. And I mean a lot of drama. And some of it could have been caught on camera, okay? They could have been like getting watched or under surveillance when they was doing all this, alright? They was very blasé about it because this King of Cups in reverse and this Queen of Swords in reverse and the Queen of Cups in reverse, maybe like Gemini, Sagittarius type of energy, okay, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, alright, they know someone who works with the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords within the police force, and they deliberately tried to bring chaos with the Tower card and traumatise the person who they took this Ten of Pentacles off, this generational wealth, deliberately. And I mean deliberately. Very toxic. We've got investigating, toxic, investigating. And the surrounding energy, what we've got here is Hierophant, so it could be a masculine judge or a female judge, okay, who has been surrounding these people with undercovers, these very toxic people with undercovers, okay, gathering evidence and getting some video evidence, alright, of these karmics, these toxic friends, family members, exes, parental type of figures, you know, whoever it may be. But there's definitely some fake friends involved, or maybe these people's fake friends as well. And somebody's got married with this generational wealth. Four of Wands again in reverse. It's a very ruthless town and a very ruthless police force, and who don't give a damn about bringing justice. Because they love toxicity. They love it. They love it. They love it. So this toxic police force, and there is some toxic people who was just stood back in the police force watching this go down, having a laugh about it, joining in, okay, because they was taking some money under the table, alright? Some of them are married, some of them are going to get divorced, okay? Some of them are engaged, planning to wed, alright? They've been putting on a jolly good show, you know, like they've never done anything of the sort. They've been seen out partying and swanning around, not giving a damn about taking somebody else's wealth and straight up copy and pasting because they felt really insecure in the Oma, but got running away. Then we've got Don't Want to Hear It. Then we've got Keeping You a Secret and Bank Failure. So these people's banks are under investigation, and they don't want to hear it because maybe their accounts have been put on block, so they can't access their own money. 1515. Oh, Lordy. So they can't access, and I'm getting that some of these people was also like in receipt of some sort of benefit, yet they're depositing large amounts of money into their accounts, and then some people like wads of cash, or just loads of money, yet they're not working, some of them. They wanted to keep it a secret what they was doing, so could have tried to have like some sort of a secret group, linking to a secret society, alright, secret group. This toxic like investigator, police investigator who works within the police force was really enjoying it because they was involved, linking to this King of Cups in reverse. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. If it is a masculine, he's a little bitch. A jealous, greedy little bitch. But then they've been working with a feminine type of energy, very distorted female energy, very distorted. Compulsive liar with the Queen of Swords in reverse, like again, Queen of Cups in reverse, very narcissistic, like this King of Cups in reverse, very narcissistic, compulsive liars, psychopaths, okay? And they've been paying with the Eight of Pentacles and Ten of Swords for hexes, because we've got the Magician in reverse. They've been paying people to backstab and betray the one who they've copy and pasted, straight up being a copycat from, and took this Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and he's been paying people money to betray the person who they took the money from. So he's trying to buy some sort of loyalty for his toxic, narcissistic, soulless, heartless games, because it's very soulless and very heartless what they've done. They've been so heartless, very heartless. It's just been going on for so long, and they're stalking, and then still trying to straight up copy and paste somebody else's like next bit of work or anything what they're doing. They're trying to go on in, copy and paste, get a copy of birth certificate, okay, copy of this, that, the other. Lordy. And again, someone toxic who works within police investigating police force, alright. So basically, this masculine, this feminine has been getting watched by these toxic people surrounding this prosperity. No way. Honestly. Please. They've either done this to a high priestess, okay? They've done this to a high priestess, or it's definitely someone claiming to be a high priestess, but they're a high priestess in reverse, alright? But it's surrounding this prosperity. We've got the Hermit card. We have the High Priestess. We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Three of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. A lot of people are just so jealous. It's unbelievable. It is unbelievable. I don't bloody know. So they're jealous. Taking some generational wealth, and they felt really insecure, alright, because somebody's got a high level of emotional intelligence. They could have gone to a high priestess, okay. Other high priestesses, real ones, have tried to ask, what's to come. because they're jealous of someone's sole purpose, divine protection, the light within, their prosperity. Two of Swords and Three of Pentacles, they've collaborated to try and block things off. Maybe chakras, because there's chakras here. Block chakra, crown chakra, okay? There, third eye, throat, heart, you know, solar, sacral, and root chakra, alright? So much black magic. Out of jealousy and out of spite, when they're copy and pasting, someone's claiming to be a high bloody priestess. Honestly, could be this fake friend who's been doing nothing but sex magic. So there's something surrounding putting money in a bank. Oh no. And they was, with the Knight of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, romanticising and fantasising about calling this person who they've stolen from as mentally unstable. When it's all of these who's mentally unstable, and they're just being fantasised about, oh, don't listen to her, don't listen to her. Yeah, call them, no, they're just mentally unstable. Alright, yeah, that's what we're going with. Alright, we're all going with that. These toxic investigators, you know, these corrupt law, corrupt doctors, you know, corrupt nurses, alright, corrupt judges, lawyers, solicitors, fantasising and romanticising the thought of us calling a person mentally unstable. We split this generational wealth between our bloody self, alright. They gave me the Four of Wands in reverse. The law within this area is very toxic. And I mean extremely, extremely, extremely toxic. The judges, yeah, the solicitors, the lawyers, alright, the law, the doctors, alright, these karmic friends, maybe even exes or family members, whichever, very, very toxic. Very toxic. We've got Hitman, Hitwoman, Dark Web. We've got high level of intelligence. Very smart. Shut up spells. Right, and I knew this was a good judge, that's why I put him up there with a Hierophant type of energy, but it could be a masculine. So we've got a good judge. Maybe from out of town. From another town. One who's not, you know, taking money under the table and doing shit to the black magic, one of them, alright? So we've got a good judge, works with Archangel Michael, alright? A good judge who works with Archangel Michael. A good judge who's not been living this corrupt lifestyle, alright? Who's proper dead against all this corruption. We've got extortion. Ay, ay, ay. Obtaining something, money, through force or threats. So some way, shape or form, they force the money off this masculine, feminine, maybe by power of attorney, you know, doing some sort of black magic, making out like they're mentally unstable. Alright, but then we've got this. Incitement, provoking unlawful behaviour or urging someone to behave unlawfully. So they've done that much black magic, yeah, okay, they've took that much money from straight up copy and pasting somebody else's work, so then that person's flipped on out and got mad and angry and done something what they wouldn't normally do because they've been provoked, so the incitement, because they've had wealth taken from them and then they've been lied about and manipulated things. These ruthless, toxic investigators and these ruthless, toxic judges and these ruthless, toxic, fake friends and whoever else has been getting involved in, saying that the person's mentally unstable, alright? So they can take this money through force or threats. So even probably black magic, they've all lied on earth, we've got these toxic females paying for beauty treatments with stolen money. Then we've got these toxic investigators who's trying to find dirt on this masculine or feminine, so then they can lock this masculine or feminine up for crimes while they're doing black magic and keeping hold of their money with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse by force. Two of Swords, deliberately trying to collaborate with Three of Pentacles to get the person mad and angry with what they're doing. So they go, oh look, they're mad, they're angry, aren't they? Oh, yeah, nutter, aren't they? Disgusting. False reports, false investigations from this toxic police force or forces, toxic judges, alright, toxic attorneys, yeah, very corrupt, very toxic, very dangerous and all. But they're trying to find dirt on the wrong person just because they want to keep hold of what they've already took. Or there was in the makings, in the workings of taking this Ten of Pentacles in reverse because, well, entitlement, strained, very warped perception of reality. We've got they sold you out for clout. Then we've got, because they're this toxic, they work with dark spirits, now they're being haunted. Now they're being haunted by these dark spirits, what they've been working with. Now they're being haunted. But there's so much black magic to try and flip someone's world upside down and keep them on a repetitive karmic cycle with these toxic karmic friends or family or community, whoever. Deflection. Blaming someone else for their problems by painting self as victim. So they're always painting themselves as victim. So because of all this, if the masculine or feminine stands up for themselves and says a few things back or what have you, or, you know, calls them out for what they've done, we're trying to get this person locked up who they've done all this to. Because there's a lot of money involved. And the toxic females and masculines, they've been spending it on beauty treatments and like haircuts and, you know, all these nice luxurious things because they think that they deserve that type of lifestyle by snatching someone else's generational wealth. And we've got premeditated murder. I knew it was something to do with a secret society, secret club, organisations, okay? Satanic rituals, Baphomet rituals, conjuring demons and devils. But then very devils and demons are torturing them. Intentional infliction of emotional distress, recklessly causing another to suffer. Traumatising, okay, deliberately, because they know someone who works within the prison with the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. These toxic, corrupt police officers and all that, because they're very toxic. It could be linked into family, who are a very extremely toxic family, obviously. I mean, they're performing satanic rituals, Baphomet rituals, conjuring devils and demons. They've been doing voodoo dolls, hoodoo, root work. And there's overwhelming amount of evidence. And then we've got trying to stop you from testifying because they're all in bed with one another. So this is why this masculine feminine, yeah, masculine or feminine, has never received justice because they're all slamming each other and doing some crude, evil things. And then, because there's a premeditated murder, you've got wanting clout for taking you out, clout seeker, fame seeker. Because they're a clout seeker, fame seeker. They want fame from taking someone else's generational wealth and doing this premeditated murder and doing these satanic rituals, Baphomet rituals, conjuring devils and demons, probably making deals with the devil and demons, okay, maybe a bit of soul selling, and all that. And they want fame for what they've done. They want clout for what they've done. Yet they're trying to cover it up. It's not even funny. I'm just praying that the one who they've stolen all this wealth from, that they're safe, okay, that they stay safe, and I rebuke the plans of the devil in the name of Jesus Christ, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. I'm hoping Archangel Michael is defending and protecting this person from these premeditated murders, because someone's had their full identity stolen. Informant in group, alright, chat, video chat, undercover. So this doesn't have to mean that it's someone in their group who's an informant, alright? It could be somebody who is listening in on their phone calls or their video chats or their group chats, okay, and uncovering this. Because they've been caught stalking, they've been caught stalking you. They've been caught. But they want fame and they want clout. They want some sort of recognition for it. But they don't want to go to prison for what they've done, because someone in this connection is in bed, these toxic people, females, masculines, in bed with these toxic police force, corrupt coppers, corrupt law. They're all in bed, lost, or they have stolen, so they're going to lose everything they've stolen. Then we've got a serial cheater, cannot stay loyal, but they want some sort of loyalty, and they expect some sort of loyalty, but they're paying people to backstab and betray the one they've stolen from. Be mean or be nasty and keep trying to murder and do all these dark rituals and make deals with devils and demons, to be a straight up copy and paster and copy and paste somebody's full life, work, and their generational wealth. Overlooking evidence, right? They want you to lower your drive, your motivation, alright? That's what they're trying to do. They've been overlooking evidence because the toxic police force has been involved in this, alright? We've got police don't listen, rude and egotistical, and that is why they are losing the jobs, because they're too busy sleeping around, not giving a sodding damn about solving a crime, and they're all about taking money under the table and doing some very toxic things. It's like me, policeman, me big man, me big woman, got a badge, I can get away with anything. Which is mad. Because this is why it says police don't listen, rude and egotistical. So I'm getting that none of this police force like the person who they've been straight up copy and pasting from, because of the high emotional level of intelligence, and they've all got in on taking this generational wealth and just like calling it. Fatal attraction. Fatal attraction. We've got delivery driver in reverse. One of these people in this connection, in this very toxic city, state, town, whatever, used to be a delivery driver. Delivering maybe like, something like Uber or Just Eats or something like that, or someone delivering from takeaways, alright? Something surrounding that, a delivery driver of food. Okay. Then we've got somebody whose body mass is extra large. Then we've got this corrupt judge who just loves to boss people around, treat them like pure shit, gang stalk people, do a shit ton of black magic, take everything from them, and they're toxic investigators and keep trying to find dirt on this masculine or feminine, and they keep doing everything they can to make this masculine or feminine kick off so they can call them a nutter and don't listen to them. Then we've got death hex on life, family and career, because they don't want this masculine or feminine to have a good life, okay? If this masculine or feminine has child or children, they've been death hexed too, and the career's been death hexed because they're jealous, because they're copy and pasting, because they think that they should be able to do that, but I just don't think they should. I think that something needs to seriously change in the world. Just because you're a corrupt judge, corrupt law, yeah, corrupt hospital staff and stuff like that, I just don't think you should get away with it, because the hereditary's gone. We've got a university teacher, lecturer or student involved who needs to get a bloody life, you know. Always stealing to feed addictions. Always stealing. A college student there. University, college, student, teacher, lecturer. Okay, getting in on death hacks. Getting in on joining forces to take hold of this generational wealth and trying to destroy the real person's full life, full business, and copy and paste. Reporting you for speaking out. So the judge has been calling it gagging order. That's why the judge is under investigation. Because the judge is an absolute narcissist. And that's all they hire, these monsters. That's all they hire, is absolute monsters. And it's using you for clout. They want some sort of fame, so they've been going back to the group and getting clout from them and thinking it's funny, laughing about it. They've all been laughing. They have. About what they're doing. 666 here, because that's like Hebrew for 666. So the devil worshippers. And they've all been laughing about it, being an absolute monster, conjuring up devils and demons, performing these rituals, alright? And they want fame and clout for it. Yet they don't want to be caught out. Jimmy! One of them could be wanting, like, you know, bikes from, with this Ten of Pentacles in reverse, getting some, you know, new biking clobber, these corrupt police force, and like, look, we're taking this money under the table, we can start beezing round his hometown and anywhere else, and a new bike and a new car, and we'll get this for a fucking night, and we'll get shopping sprees. Honestly, shopping sprees a lot. And again, trying to stop this masculine or feminine from testifying because they're all in bed with one another. Having toxic sex with each other. Oh my lord. 1 minute. Having toxic sex with one another. Because they like to feed the darkness. Like these devils and demons, that's all they're doing, is they're just feeding the devil and demon within them with their own toxic behaviour. You know, maybe Luciferian, definitely struggling with mammon. And a fake psychic. And a fake psychic who wants to pretend to be a psychic, who attacks the real psychics and puts them under psychic attack, but they're doing this to the real psychics. Alright? So this is what I'm getting. They're doing this to the real psychics. They're so insecure. why don't you just give them the clout what they're dying for? Do you know what I mean? Because if they're trying to be a clout seeker that much and they want fame from doing all this, take them the hell down, give them the publicity they want, alright? Make this a very high profile case, because that's what I'm getting. And someone who got bank failure, they could have split the money and put it in like different accounts, and because they're storing this person's full identity, I mean like full identity, corrupt judge, lawyer, solicitor, used your ID to get credit and stuff like that, get cars and stuff like that, heist, deliberately tormenting you for speaking out. They want to know your every move, and then tormenting the person for speaking out. Someone involved is addicted to alcohol. They're a set of perverts. Definitely something to do with chakra, because it's coming out here. I mentioned that in the beginning and I pointed that out. Crown chakra, third eye chakra, throat chakra, heart chakra, solar chakra, sacral chakra and root chakra. Alright, we've got their father. So this person's father and this person's mother is involved, and they tried to do a BLOOD sacrifice, human sacrifice. They tried to do a destiny swap, energy swap. We've got CID, FBI, CIA or feds all going down, exposed. They're trying to attack the children. We've got false prophet, fake readers involved, alright. Then they've been trying to do humiliation rituals. They tried to create fake videos, pictures using AI. No way. Some people involved in this connection is like 70, 75. Some people at 70 or 75 is doing this. Called calculated killers. This toxic karmic friend, fake ass friends, always wants your missus or fella, so they could be having nightmares in case this masculine or feminine gets a new partner. Okay. We've got someone aged 40 to 45. We've got claims to be skint yet hiding money. Worried about being caught for evil acts and evil deeds for years. Yet they want fame for it, and they're a clout seeker. And they want to be known for it, and they want to get recognised by all the pals for what they're doing. But anyone outside of their club, cult, coven, group, gang, they don't want them to know. Shh. Call them a nutter. Don't listen to them. Alright. But I will pay you to watch this person. Alright. And I want you to backstab this person for me. Because I know someone who works in the prison and they'll get us off. I know one of these corrupted will get us up. Oh, we'll go away with it. Character assassination, malicious and unjustified harming of a good person's good reputation, of a person's good reputation. Then we've got dark practitioner, dark energy worker, involved in child abduction. They thought the devil was protecting them, silly buggers. Do you mean, darling, the devil's a bloody liar? Hello? Father of lies. He is called the father of lies for a reason. So all these people are a set of compulsive liars, and I think because they're a compulsive liar, the devil protects them. Or because they're making deals with devils and demons and trying to do all this sick shit, the devil's going to protect them. Mad, aren't they? Honestly, it doesn't matter how much money you have in your bank. Like, even these people who have a lot of money, you know, we've got 10 of Pentacles in reverse, for that, they all get exposed in the end. Don't they? They all get exposed in the end, alright? These absolute monsters who love to cause conflict and drama. We've got pink collar crimes. This is like usually a woman's job, or usually a feminine energy. Okay. Crimes, bookkeeper, clerks who'll steal money from employees or employers, are considered a woman's job. Stolen birth certificate. I knew there was like proper full-on stolen identification. Stolen birth certificate, national insurance card number, bank details, stolen post, alright, stolen mail, dark witches, dark warlocks, alright, there's like stolen clothes, shoes, trainers, boots, hats, scarves, whatever they've been stealing, supposed to be this person. Maybe in order to walk into a bank or something, with all this stolen identity and posed to be that person. Maybe even quite possibly a power of attorney, because some way, shape or form, because there's corrupt judges and corrupt law and that involved, they've had it all planned out because they've got people in all areas. They are being watched while they are watching you. But there's such an overwhelming amount of evidence. I don't know where to put this one now. I'll just put it here. Such an overwhelming amount of evidence. It's unbelievable. Their phones are tapped. They know an end is coming. We've got a vile old woman. Very vile old woman. Very vile. They're not all like that either. Let me just say that. They're not all like that. Again. The other day, there was a sweet lady on the bus, older than myself, alright, she was only a little tiny woman, and I didn't have enough bus fare in change, and I only had like one note left, because I was skint now, and then she gave me the change to let me get on the bus, because the bus driver was like, look, it's the end of the day, and I ain't got the money, and yada yada, and if you haven't got it, you're going to have to wait for the next bus, and I just couldn't believe his attitude, really. You know what I mean? So she was going in a purse, trying to help me out, which is sweet. And then there was like another older guy behind her, and I don't think they was with each other or anything. And then even he was like, how much does she need? Which is really sweet, and it's really cute. So they're not all like that. Alright, it's just these sick fucks. So we've got blockage spells. Then we've got mental magic, and they seek full control. So they are demonically possessed, alright? And they think that by, teaming up with devils, demons and doing all this, that they should seek full control over everybody, or they can get their claws into. There's so much backstabbing and a lot of people just slamming each other. Maybe even a contract killing. Okay, a contract killing, because there was some sort of hit man energy, isn't they? Hit man, hit woman. So contract killing. They're all getting their lovers to watch you for them. All the little side chicks, the husband or the wife, or getting life in prison for sinister crimes. I thought we could get away with this. You said we could get away with this. We're a secret society, we're a secret cult, coven, group, gang. You said we could get away with all this. I know, but we've slammed everyone in we've slammed all the judges now. We've slammed all the police officers, and we've all just been going round just proper slamming each other, and massive like orgies is what I'm getting. And they've all just been slamming each other, and again, some of them are married, maybe they're into swingers and what have you, and each to their own. Because people want to be a swinger and they've not been getting on stolen money and doing all this shit, whatever, that's their choice. I'm not getting at all the swingers. I'm just saying that they're all slamming each other. They're slamming everyone in this toxic police force. Slam, 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 slam. Some of them are married, but they're still slamming each other. Slam, 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 slam. These fake friends, some of them could be married or Or their fake friends. Mother or father's fake friends. Some of them, they're getting divorced, they're all slamming each other. Everyone's just slamming everybody to get away with what they've done. Do you know? We've got nun or brotherhood, like monks. You know, a pope or a priest or something like that. So linking to like a corrupt church, where they're all trying to like, or corrupt like cult leader or something who's working within a church or linking to a church. There's definitely some sort of a corrupt church involved where they are doing BLOOD contracts with the devil and selling souls, or like a soul selling ceremony or whatever inside of a church or something. Which is mad, isn't it? And they've got all of that much money. They've got love me again spells. Love me spells. Love me again spells. Could be coming from a fake friend. You could have walked away because you knew your fake friend's trying to steal everything, or one of their fake friends, a mother or a father's fake friend. Love me again. You could have helped save someone's life in the process. Okay? We've got so much injustice. It's being exposed. So much corruption. So much injustice. Look, fake court proceedings create diversions and distractions. So person or whatever, doing a shit ton of black magic, maybe a forced fake power of attorney or something like that. Could have been some sort of wrongful imprisonment. We've got hush hush money, silencing witness paid off. Oh my lord, trying to keep you in isolation, easy to control, and somebody is struggling with like a gender crisis or identity crisis, and maybe somebody's secretly lesbian or secretly gay, and they don't want that to come out, that they're paying for rent boys or what? Misuse of drug acts, 1971. Thinks they're in a 1% club. They think they're bloody elite. No way. Sick fantasies. They're an abomination to the Lord Jesus Christ, our Saviour. Maybe they want to be seen as a celebrity in their local town or something because they want clout, they want fame for that. They want to be seen as like some sort of a celebrity. This is why law firms are under investigation. Karmic friends are under investigation, alright, and they want to be celebrated for what they've done, and they want, it's not even funny, man. They're so pathetic. I thought they were getting away with it. They thought they was getting away with it, but what do you mean? You wanted the fame, and you wanted the clout. There's been a lot of bullying and a lot of fighting, you know, between this gang, cult or coven, or maybe even all three, from all angles, because they're all in a different groups, gangs, cults and covens, and they all want fame, and they all want to take a piece of this generational wealth for themselves, and somebody in his connections claiming to be a bloody high priestess, and they're just not. False prophet, it already came out, fake reader. They just fiddle with like cards or what have you, and they're not even real. I don't know. Oh look, told you, it's come out again. Take me back spells, come back to me spells, wanted fame for doing sick things to you. All this masculine, this feminine, trying to silence them and others. Then we've got poison manipulation, venom manipulation, various toxins inflict negative effects upon target to cause total paralysis or even kill someone outright. So probably tried to poison and kill them off via poisoning. Alright, they've done some sort of sexual degrading ritual. Okay. Coven are trying to reverse the spell work because we've got an underworld or underground criminal organisation what is being exposed. Been doing insurance scams. More false profits. No way. Because they're making out like they can prophesise the future and they can't. Because they're fake. Madness. But they want to be a leader of a cult, a gang, a coven, and some of them are trying to flip some frigging tarot cards yet. They can't see that. They're all under investigation and there's an overwhelming amount of evidence and a good judge is bringing justice who works with Archangel Michael. I thought they was getting away with it. They said funny what they've done. I'm just like, well, they're getting put down for it. Because I'm getting, with all the fives there, that they are linking to a lot of crimes. So, these good investigators, we've got Batman. It's like Batman trying to save Gotham City. Innit? Blue eyes could be significant. It's like Batman trying to save Gotham City. Someone saving lives. Okay. With this panda, I'm just getting that some people are into SODOMY as well. Because there is someone who's making out like they're straight, but they're definitely gay, and they're like red boys. Wow. They've got perfect in reverse. I just thought it was a perfect plan. Because they've got their tongues and heads stuck up so many asses. Someone, we've got McDonald's. Someone with over-tweezed eyebrows is involved. Typical common Mackey's brows. Someone with over-tweezed eyebrows is involved. And on top of that, with the over-tweezed eyebrows, that all these people who's been trying to hide their identity, but they want fame and clout for stealing someone else's full life from them, basically, straight up copy and pasting, taking their generational wealth, labelling them as mentally unstable, a lot of false fake prophets, fake readers involved in this. They've been going to Mackey's, KFC, filing false reports, num. Uber driver, getting Ubers here, the ones who can't drive, Uber's there. Flying bloody monkeys, the ones who are on foot or in cars or on bloody bikes. Lying, of course they are, because the judge is a narcissist. So the judge, corrupt judge, who's a narcissist, the toxic law enforcement of all narcissists, and they just hire narcissists. They're like, are you a narcissist? Are you really good at emotionally manipulating people? You are. Alright, no, we'll get you on the team. Because you're a narcissist. Yes. Go to work, can't ya? Trying to gain respect from stealing. Honestly. Tapping into that Wi-Fi connection because, well, what's if this masculine or feminine gets a new admirer? You know? Because they're crazily obsessed with this person. Denying, stealing, deluded, gaslighting. Checking who you talk to, you see, because they're so obsessed. But they're very good at manipulating things to go in their favour. They're like, oh, it's so perfect, I'm so good at manipulating. It's the perfect plan. Stealing ideas. It's going on for an hour yet again, innit? But there's a lot of information. Isn't they? Tampering with evidence. Wants everything you have. Wants everything this masculine feminine has. They've probably got about 20 different bank accounts with in their names or in the stolen person's like identity. 20 different bank accounts in their name. Oh my lord. Shifting it from account to account to account. And then putting more hits out. We've got credit union, cloning cards. cloning cards, putting more hits out, draining this masculine feminine's energy, because there's a lot of people doing this. We've got Luciferian in reverse. They wanted to be rich as fuck. Alright. This could be happening in America, or this happens like around the world, or they're trying to get someone from America to pop this person and then fly off back. Alright. Why not? If they get someone from abroad, alright, one of the pals over here or one of the pals over there, to do a quick pop for them, and then bees off. And I'm also getting no face, no trace. They don't want it to be traced back to them, which is, again, it's confusing me, because they want fame and clout for what they're doing. Oh, it was all ones then. They want fame and clout for what they're doing. This ain't funny what they've been doing to this masculine or feminine though. It's these bloody idiots. I don't know. I am getting pop. And they're on a pedal and pop. Someone's on a pedal and pop. And someone could have just had a push bike or something. On an old rickety bike, and they just thought, well, if I take some of this money into the table, I can get myself a real nice posh bike, and I'm going to attract more chicks and more fellas, and I'm going to be able to get this better car, this money under the table, and more money, more hoes type of energy. Someone involved's got a big nose. Signing legal documents to claim assets, forged, fraud. And now these corrupt judges, corrupt law, and they chose to defend the wrong party. We've got red hair, ginger hair, because they're all going to get slam dunked. They're all going to get slam dunked in that courtroom. Got black man, fallen gods, fallen angels, okay? Lacking empathy or remorse for what they've done because they're a narcissist. One of these people or some of these people could be nailed by it. Some of them are now losing the will to bloody live because they don't want to spend life in prison. Because there is like this is carrying life sentences. I mean, well, it's men and hit and runs and putting hits out on people. And probably they've done a lot of these things for very many years. Look, paying a hitman. Pop. This is just pop. Pop. No face, no trace. Pop is just what I'm getting. They could have wanted to go. There's a lot of cock hungry in here. I mean, I know it might be a bit too much info. Darkness to light. They could have wanted to go holiday, Hawaii or something. You know. We could be planning to go there. Abuse of power. More beds in over there for us, isn't they? More chicks. More money. More hoes. Why not? More money. More hoes. American energy again. Regretting what they did. More money. More hoes. They've got some sort of a hit list. Jesus Christ, oh bloody mighty. Also got stop and block justice spells set up to get a criminal record, scapegoating. And they came for the wrong one. They're all addicted to very harsh drugs, alcoholics, and some of them could be linked into drugs trafficking. Sexual favours for immunity, legal protection. Told you they was all in bed with each other. They're all slamming each other. Wanting protection to cover their corruption. Doing a lot of sex magic on everyone as well. Just. And they're jealous of the one who they've stolen from because they seem very confident, and that's why they tried to do a sexually degrading ritual, because they want this person to just not be confident within themselves or within their own gifts, their own skills, their own talents, or and they're very jealous of this person's high level of emotional intelligence. This toxic family is very insecure. Someone only wants to date this masculine or feminine for clout, like, yeah, I went in there, yeah, I slammed them, yeah, and I was just being a toxic narcissist, and I was backstabbing them, alright, and I was working to rile them up, and I want some fame, and I want some clout, and I want some money under the table, please. This is the tactics. They're all clout seekers, wanting fame. They need to grow up, so why don't... Well, it's getting taken down, alright, because we have got that good judge there who works with Archangel Michael in a Hierophant type of energy. Could be masculine or feminine, or could be a couple, could be a few. Going down. Someone's bought a home with stolen money. I just, buying a home with stolen moolah. Alright. They've fallen under their own illusions. These corrupt nurses and healthcare workers, poisoning, tampering with legal documentation. We've got Freemasons, Brotherhood, BLOOD, Earths, Luciferians. And this is why so many bad things going on, because they think, because they're a devil worshipper, they should get away with it. And they've got very low self-esteem. They're trying to lower this masculine or feminine self-esteem, sending these narcissists to completely just try and ruin them and maybe steal some more work, more identity, more money, so they've got more hers, and they're all slamdy, and they're all riddled with like herpes and stuff. Because they're just barebacking. Salesman, saleswoman, so somebody who used to work in sales, again we're picking up on this delivery driver. There could be a couple of like delivery drivers, yeah, and a couple of people used to work in sales, but they thought, well, if we take money to the table, we don't have to work. They're just bananas, absolutely bananas. Karmic family, this toxic karmic family, and these fake friends' toxic family. Maybe their mother and their father is involved. Dark warlock, dark witch type of energy, sex segregating images and videos, very distorted masculine, who's going to be bankrupt, and all they do is want to spy and stalk on this person because, well, they're sick. Yeah, look, dark witch as well, I knew it, because they're sick, very sick. Here's a corrupt attorney, will do anything low vibrational for money, this corrupt attorney will. Set of energy vamps. The ones you thought you could trust traited you. And doing everything they can to try and create distractions, to try and delay a court case, conflict spells, price on your head. Oh, who are they? And they thought they was proper special, didn't they? Doppelganger, lying on earth. Oh, they're so special. Stolen vans, cars, okay, stolen bikes, they're all robbing off each other as well, alright? They're all backstabbing each other and sleeping with each other's missus and fellas and all that behind the back. But they are narcissists and they are compulsive liars, and they can't keep their hand out the cookie jar. They've got scrying, mirror magic, they can't keep their hand out the bloody cookie jar. Setting masculine and feminine up, false investigations. Trying to make this person trip up. Oh, they've done it to. Well, if you commit a crime, we're going to... If we keep doing all these things to you and you lash out on us, we're going to try and section you, or we're going to try and lock you up, alright? You stand up for yourself, alright? We're either going to lock you up, or we're going to section you, but they've been bullying masculine and feminine from all bloody angles for fucking years. They're absolutely bananas. Sorry about the swearing again, yeah? They're all bad cookies. They're all bananas. There's some specific... They are. Bloody psychopaths are. Watching your every post, everything. They're all about the money because the mammon, they lied in court. Alright. 6 sexual fantasies because they're not, all there in their head. And then we've got aeroplane. They've been catching flights going over here, alright, or they could have paid someone from a different country to get an aeroplane flight ticket over to their country, their hometown, and pop pop. Gang stalking. Lying on this masculine feminine's name, alright. This masculine feminine could be practicing celibacy, and because they're not joined into like this sex cult or sex coven or sex gang, and they think they want to watch this masculine or feminine at it, they're going to prison for life. Because that is a shit ton of crimes, yeah, against one person, and they've just kept it going and going and going and going and recruit more people. And I know someone who works in a prison and all that, yeah, I know, we're all pals, and I slammed him and she slammed her and I slammed for God knows how many. Alright, and someone in this connection is like, how dare you leave me if I can't have you? No one can. Quite possibly a military type of background. Sharing murder videos on dark web as well. Oh my God. Oh no. No way. Setting up for false investigations, karmic friend. So a fake karmic friend is false reporting on the blower all the time. False reporting, okay. This masculine or feminine could have spoke out about what their friend's doing. Maybe they've got involved in a kidnap of their child or children and attempted to murder them, and this karmic friend's false reporting. We've got to lock them up, and we're just going to have to lock them up in a column and step nutter. A lot of psychological warfare, and all these corrupt nurses and healthcare workers and psychiatrists have been going along with it, so they're all going down for life. Okay, 100,000 to 200,000 under the bloody table. I don't bloody know. Honestly. Somebody in this connection could have had could have a fish tank, or could have bought some fish or something. Or somebody used to work at a fish shop. Something surrounding fish. Someone's paying for bloody glamour spells, alright. Somebody wanted to go to Amsterdam, alright, get some weed or what have you from Amsterdam, traffic it back over here, alright. Oh, again, they're stuck in their own illusions. Amsterdam. They've either been to Amsterdam with this money, sending someone else to Amsterdam with this money, or wants to go to Amsterdam. Got 100,000 to 200,000. Over £20 million. Tampering with evidence. Trying to plant evidence at a crime scene to falsify a crime, because they're too busy at it with each other, at it like rabbits. Then we've got dangerous driving on the road. Sat a bloody parking lot waiting to pop this person. They're all stealing each other's bikes. Someone could have worked at McDonald's at some point. They're going to McDonald's, okay. Someone's got Mackie Brows. We've got 100,000 to 200,000, so it's like a lot of money. Everyone's been getting paid. And someone with long grey hair likes to drink a lot, likes to bike, likes to slam around still with anyone. Because again, more money, more hoes. More money, more hoes. Come on, we'll have this buy for car from a shit to the stolen money, and we've took it off this person here. We're doing all these shit to the crimes, but I'll pay you a bit more of this money. Stab him in the back and more it's out. And I don't bloody know. Fake ambulance call outs. Fake police call outs. But the police are involved in this, and the corrupt nurses, healthcare workers, corrupt psychiatrists. So they're just doing everything they can to slam and bang this person around because they just want to sip cocktails at a bloody bar with stolen money. No way. Someone's in a marriage but they're proper unhappy. Someone's in a marriage but they're proper unhappy. Very unhappy. Pray for your enemy's downfalls, you know, that it all comes to light, alright, and that they get taken down because they've been praying to keep hold of, take this money, this generational wealth, straight up copy and paste, and keep doing all these things and have it up and running. But Jesus is on to them, darling. Alright, I'm going to put Jesus next to this good judge who's working without change on Michael. Right, builder. Someone's got a builder's background. Alright. Just Eat wants to come out again, so they could be either working for delivering Just Eat or used to. Hits out. There's so many hits out. Who are they? Hits out. Hits out. No way. And then this masculine or feminines try to speak out about it. And these corrupt healthcare workers, corrupt nurses, have just been trying to medicate the person and call them a nutter. And the corrupt judge, and the corrupt police, lawyer, attorney, like, everyone's just been going along with it. We've got zero tolerance. This masculine feminine's not taking this bullshit. I don't bloody know. Some of them are that old, you'd think that they just wouldn't want to be involved in something like that because, well, you'd expect them to be more mature, innit? You know what I mean? You would expect them. We've got Indian involved who's out for blood. Alright, they've got an inflated ego because they're in some sort of a power position, just like the rest of them. Alright, and they've just thought, well, I've been so corrupt, alright, I'll defo take money to the table because I want to spend it on a shit to the prostitutes and rent boys or something like that. Okay, I highly paid for this. It's one of the corrupt ones. Accent. Flight tickets with stolen money because they've been flying. Again, more sexual favours for immunity. Oh my lord. Everyone's been licking everyone out. Lapping. There's been a lot of lapping. A lot of lapping. A lot of lapping. Ugh. A lot of lapping. Clap could be significant. Clapped out clout seeker. Giving out all these bloody things. But then they've got corrupt nurses, corrupt health care workers. So they're like, it's alright, we'll just do this to get rid of it. Alright. Could have deliberately tried to rid all this masculine or feminine with an STD as a form of an attack. When they knew they had one, is what I'm getting. Deliberately trying it as a form of attack. Or fake karmic friends riddled with a lifelong disease or something, and they're deliberately trying to riddle everybody else with it. So when they're doing these sexual favours for immunity now, they're all riddled with multiple STDs. Oh, we got mental health unit. Inflated ego, yes, because these corrupt nurses, healthcare workers with these inflated egos, corrupt psychiatrists, psychologists. They just want more hookers and strippers. Alright. China or Chinese. Maybe something to do with a takeaway. One of these people could be always getting Chinese. That could be the favourite takeaway. But do you know what I could do with that actually right now? Oh yes, I could. Spawners. And then this takeaway driver wants to keep coming on out. They could even be, if masculine or feminines ordered online a takeaway with this venom and toxic poison manipulation, had one of their takeaways stolen. So then, it's not stolen, poisoned to cover up that they've stolen this generational wealth. Which is just shocking, isn't it? And one of them is depressed because you won't take them back. So they've done all these nasty, evil things and started thrashing. And we've got Middle Eastern connections. But how mad is that, though? Mad you won't take them back, so they're doing all these horrible, evil, nasty things because you won't take them back. But I've had pretty much all this done to me. Pretty much all this done to me. So, it's very heavy, dark reading. Taking DNA samples to leave at crime scenes to set you up. But this will be these like corrupt nurses or something. Or somebody who works within the corrupt law getting, they took my hair samples, you know, for voodoo dolls and that. They did hair, blood and nail rituals on me, because they even clipped my toenails and made out like if I didn't do it, I wouldn't get to see my kids till they're 18 years of age. Just so they could use that to do a voodoo doll on me, okay? Clip my toenails off for a hair, blood and nail ritual, and took blood samples, and then trying to use my ginger hair to set me up for crimes I've not committed, because they've done all this to me. There's that many people involved in what they've done to me as well, and they're all obsessed, and they're demonically possessed, and they're very, very sick, very ill people. Very sick, very ill, very egotistical, alright? Not an ounce of compassion, empathy or remorse for anything they've done. Not even these corrupt lawyers, judges, solicitors, nurses, healthcare workers. So cold-hearted and evil. Very evil. Hacking and everything, so evil. And again, it's been going on for so long. This is why the message is so long. Shamed after what they did. No, they're not. They're not, because they carried on doing it all. So they're not ashamed, alright? They wanted fame and clout for what they've done, alright? They're not all there in their head. Look, your case is shocking, almost unbelievable. Almost unbelievable. Because of the level of corruption in this area. So corrupt. So corrupt. Oh, yes, I'm going to get myself out of this. Like, we're tapping into it. I can feel like pressure on the top of my back. So, because I'm feeling that, they've got demons riding hell out of their back. That's why they need Jesus. They need exorcisms. They really, really, really need exorcisms, and maybe these good judges who work with Archangel Michael under the ground are going to see how sick these people really actually are. Oh, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. But yeah, they're trying to run away and they don't want to hear it because, like, they're banned. They're like, what? Are under investigation. What? I thought you said we were going to get away with this. And now we're just going to have to just run away and try and get flight tickets out of here. Because that's what they're trying to do. That is what they're trying to do. Four of Pentacles in reverse, they're gonna have to give it back what they've stolen. They're gonna have to give it back. No other way, shape or form. I don't know. But again, some of these people are on benefits. Mixed it up, wrong one. Some of these people are on benefits. And then all of a sudden, they're stinking rich. Which is mad. Very mad. I'm getting Most Eye's just been laughing at them. Most Eye has been laughing at them. Sneaking, okay? Also with this like death energy, crows around. Listen to the crows. They've been sneak attacking. You see with these feathers in the back. They've been leaving a trail of evidence. Eight of Swords in reverse because they don't want to get put in prison. Lordy, lordy, lordy. No, again, they want recognition. So, it's just mad how they want recognition and fame and clout for that. Okay? Bringing drama, yet they don't want it bringing to light what they've been doing. How guilty they are. And they've been battling, competing against the Most High. What? What? Do you mean they've been battling and competing against the Most High? So we've got spiritual warfare. Then the bugaboos, trash talking, okay, cashing checks, depositing checks, and then you're going to try and give a fake apology out because they've just been spending it all on the corrupt police. They've just been working at the frigging, going down to this sex shop and just on the favourite ones all the time, and then they're bouncing. And the bounce, 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 bounce. Clock on at work, alright. Don't solve no fucking crimes. They don't do shit. All they do is gang stalk. And try and set people up for crimes. And then clock off. Back to here. Probably not even no sexual connection. We've got barebacking. Nowhere, 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 nowhere. Because they're doing anything. I just can't even believe it. I really can't. And then they've all been celebrating together, deliberately been collaborating to get the person who they've stolen from angry with what they're doing. Because they're romanticising and fantasising about having this person's sole purpose and ideas, look. Way. And canoodling about it, and then the game playing, because they think that they could pick off someone else's work and take their gifts and make out like they possess these gifts. Oh, no way, it's their skills and their talents, but all they're doing is just slamming. Just like toxic, 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 slivery, slimy, demonically possessed serpents who won this destiny. But in this person's destiny, we've got justice. They're going to get justice for several different crimes and more. And they were just romanticising and fantasising, being so deluded, thinking that they could, because the pals, they're all pals and that, all pally-pally. They thought they could just manipulate everybody. And I mean everyone. They thought they have manipulated a lot of people though. they're all under judgment. And again, we've got this Four of Pentacles in reverse. They're going to have to give it back with the Two of Swords in reverse. I see right through this shit. I'm seeing through this shit. Masculines and feminines involved, okay? They want it to be seen as more powerful because they're toxic, you see. And there's a set of dark witches, dark warlocks, who want to just believe in their silly little toxic heads that they're more powerful. So we've got a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio woman who is involved in premeditated murder, something surrounding a hit and a run. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio female is involved in a hit and run. There's a gun there. Something to do with bike. Come on in, pop 'em, get on the bike, bees off. Alright, I'll give you a couple of quid on the table because I'm dying to keep all of this money because I want to spend it on a shit ton of promiscuous women. Oh, Jesus Christ. They need, locking up. Because they just can't keep doing that. Because I've tried to kill somebody time and time again, and one of these men like to wear lipstick and dress up as a woman or something, or wants to be a woman, or somebody involved had a sex change, or somebody involved was very envious. Linking to a fake friend who likes to get lippy to everyone. Involved in a hit and run. Because they want to have some of this wealth. Here he or she is walking down the street, alright, you just pop on out and pop. There's been so much attempted murders, but they're linking to a lot of other murders as well, is what I'm getting. A lot, and I mean a lot. This is like a wild bloody goose chase. And I mean it's like a wild goose chase, and there's so many toxic investigators who are also going to prison for life. Corrupt law. Nurses. Because this is like with the 10 of Wands. It's like there's bloody cases and frigging caseload of bloody evidence, video evidence and everything. Honestly. Maybe this person who's been stolen from could want to move out of this goddamn bloody town, alright, if their karmic family has been involved, you know. Or maybe this masculine feminine, with all that's going down around them, who they've done it to, and multiple other people, just looks out the window. Waiting for the next attack to come. It's so sad, that's why they need taking down. But they are, because we've got going to prison for life. And it seems to be like a high profile case. Because it says your case is shocking, almost unbelievable. But again, I've been through very much similar to this, you know. So I know how it feels. And again, they want to make out like they're ashamed about what they've done. But they're not. Sex is again rituals and stuff like that. They're not ashamed. They were loving it. Getting life in prison for serious crimes. I don't know. No way. So yeah, long reading, long story. Probably going to see this on the news or something. Maybe documentary about it or something like that. Yeah, sending peace of the night.